Today we will go with the 36th verse. Skanda Darodhuryo Bharado Vayuvahana Vasudevo Brihat Bhanuhu Adideva Purandaraha. Skanda Darodhuryo Bharado Vayuvahana Vasudevo Brihat Bhanuhu Adideva Purandaraha. So I'll go with these namas and the gunas and attitudes of the Mahavishnu here. Now in this verse, is referred to a different deity here by the name Skanda. The word Skanda is also referred in Tamil as Kandan, Subramanian. So Vishnumurti is referred here as Skanda. What is the meaning of Skanda? One who drains, one who drives his enemy's powers and valor is called as Skanda. If an enemy comes in front of him, he will try to drive them or he will drain their powers out. He is considered to be Skanda. So there is a Purana out of 18 Puranas. Right? There are so many Puranas we have. There are totally 18 Puranas we have. Out of 18 Puranas, one of the biggest, largest Purana is Skanda Purana. Skanda Purana is one of the biggest Purana, largest Purana. There are so many references in Skanda Purana. He talks about Subramanya, he talks about the different asuras he kills and everything. So Skanda Purana, which refers to Skanda. Skanda means a person who is a commander-in-chief. Right? He is a commander of who? Devasenadipati. So that is what his name is. He has been crowned with the title Devasenadipati. That's why in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan declares himself, Senamnam Aham Skandaha. Among the Senaha, among the wars, among the warriors. So if I am in the Sena, if I am in the war front, he gives a beautiful word to who? To Arjuna. He gives a word to Arjuna. What is the word he says? Senanam aham skandaha. I am like Skanda here. That means I don't need to take the instrument and fight. See, understand, Arjuna, I don't need to fight here. By my presence itself, the enemy is gone. It's a beautiful, beautiful, positive note what is given by Bhagavan. Senanam aham skandaha. Right? There is a reference in Mahatmya Kandam. In Mahatmya Kandam, from Tripura Ragasya. I'm going to give you a good reference here, which most of you might have listened, or some of you might be a new one for you to listen to this. We know there were 4 Kumaras of Brahma. Sanat Kumaras, we say. Right? Sanat Sanakadiya Munis, we say. There are 4 people. Among the 4 peoples, because these 4 peoples are very, very prominent peoples, because they are highly matured, highly with the Brahma Vidya and all those things are there for them. They know, they are self-realized, they are already achieved the Brahma stage. Right? And also, who is the guru for these Sanakadi Munis? Lord Parameshwara himself in the form of Dakshinamurti, he taught them. Understand? See, the Dakshinamurti Swarupam, these four peoples are sitting there, where the Dakshinamurti is a silent god. He never even uttered any single word. He only showed a symbol, the first sign language shown by Dakshinamurti, and which has been highly received by his own disciples. So, disciple was also knowledgeable. The guru was also knowledgeable. The message was given through sign. Everyone received it. The fulfillment of Brahman was there. So among those four people, Sanat Kumara, Sanagadi Munis, so there is one person by name Sanat Kumara. He goes to his father. The Mahatmyam starts like this. The Mahatmyam states in one of the places. He says, he goes back to his own father who is Brahma, and he says, Father, I was having a dream where Devas and Asuras are fighting. I am trying to kill the Asuras. So I don't know why I am getting this type of a dream. Brahma said, the time will come, you will figure out by yourself why you got this dream. Now Sanat Kumara was sitting and he closed his eyes and he is sitting there. And his knowledge and his excellent parakramas are all known by everyone. And he was sitting in a place and he was meditating. So the Parvati, Parameshwara, the both couples, the universal couples, right? They are considered to be the father, mother of the entire universe. Parvati, Parameshwara. They both are crossing that place. And then the Parvati and Parameshwara both saw this person sitting there and doing meditation. They saw his charmingness, his beauty, the glory, the glows from his own body, the everything which is coming and radiating. They were attracted by his nature. So they both couples came to him. The Sanat Kumara was sitting and then he just opened his eyes and he was just watching these both couples. Now Parvati and Parameshwara, they both were looking at them. They were a little bit wonderstruck because see, the moment any rishi see the Parvati and Parameshwara, what they will do? They have to get up and they do the respect and everything. Because they are the big couples, right? So they are the excellent couples. So they have to get up and then they have to give the respect. But the Sanat Kumara is not doing anything. He is just looking at them. Now Parameshwara was a little upset with that attitude and he started asking him, why you didn't respect me? You're not doing that. So anyhow, by seeing you, I'm not getting angry. I know you are Sanat Kumara. Do you want any boon from me? So Parameshwara himself is voluntarily asking his question towards the Sanat Kumara and saying that, do you want any boon? Sanat Kumara told very simply, I don't need any boon. I don't need any vara. Better if you want anything, ask from me. If you want anything, you ask from me, I will grant you the boon. Then Parameshwara, no, because he is doing the Leela, so he understood that he is already in the Parabrahma stage and he was just stuck there and he was saying, oh, you can grant me a boon? Yes, I can give you a varam. What do you want? Because of your tejas, because of your great, radiant face and glowing face and everything, by seeing the wisdom overflowing from you, I wish I will have a son like you. See the word. I wish I will have a son like you. Sanat Kumara says, yes, you will get me as your son. You will get me as your son. I'm giving the reference from Mahatmya Kandam from Tripura Ragasyam. You will get me as your son. Now, Parvati was wonderstruck. Parvati, all of a sudden, she turned and said, how come you will be a son of Shiva? What about me? What about me? Sanat Kumara said, he only asked a boon from me. You never asked me anything. So that's why I will be born for him, not for you. So now you understand the story behind how the Kartikeya was formed, right? So this is what it is. That same Sanat Kumara was born as Kanda. Understand? That same Sanat Kumara was born as Kanda. So now he says, you never asked me. Shiva asked me that he wants me to be his son. Yes, I will be born to him. So basically, it will be for him. So you never asked me. If you ask me a boon, I will also grant you. Then she says, I need to partake. I should also be involved in your birth. I should also be involved in your birth. And he told, you will be involved. You will be the person carrying me. You will be the person who will be joining me. And you will be the person who will be bringing out. So that is how the skanda has gone. So what is the behind the story? Sanat Kumara was the person who becomes skanda. So he gave the boon to Parvati Parameshwara, saying that I will be born as your son. So Shiva got this skanda and Parvati to bring him, to catch him. So what happens? Because we all know how the story of Skanda, the Muruga, the Shanmugha came, right? It has appeared from the eyes of Shiva, right? All the fires which came out of the eyes of the Shiva. So everyone knows about the birth of Subramanya. So from the eyes of Shiva, so there are totally 6 faces of Shiva. So usually they say 5. There is one phase which is called Adhomukham, which only comes during the Pralaya Kalam. So that Mukha has also been taken up, right? Ishana Tatpurusha Vamadeva Satyojatam Aghoram Adhomukham. So Ishanam Tatpurusham Vamadenam Satyojatam Akoram Adhomukham. 6 phases. From 6 phases, fires came out. And all the 6 phases, the fires was made as one big fireball, carried by Agni. He can't bear the heat, so he gave it to Vayu. He can't bear the heat. He gave it to Varuna. He can't bear the heat, so he gave it to Ganga Devi. Ganga Devi was carrying it for one day. She can't bear the heat. She told that she called her own father, who is Brahma, saying that Brahma, Father, you have to save this heat is too much. I cannot bear because the Ganga is getting dried up because of this. So what happens? He says, there is no other go. We have to leave it out. So let it down through a fall. So the ball has been rounding. So it has been rotated, it's thrown on the Ganges River. So it falls on a fall and it falls into the pond. The pond is basically called Sharavana Poihe. Poihe means pond. Sharavana means it is basically the darbha grass. Sharavana means darbha grass. So the pond is filled with the darbha grass and it had a lotus, and then this fireball came and it split into six splits, and then it fall on the 6 lotus. And that pond is nothing but it is basically the Parvati Devi's water source. She only captured. See how the Sanat Kumara told, you will catch me. So she was also involved. So she catch the physical body of the Sanat Kumara. And then what happened after that? So all 6 boys were there, 6 children were born, 6 children were being upbringing by Kartika, the Kritika Nakshatra ladies. They are 6 people. So after that, Parvati came and then she united the 6 children into one. That is why he is called Shanmukha, 6-faced God. It's a beautiful story in Skanda Purana, how the Subramanya birth is there. And very interestingly, we have to see this birth of Kartikeya was even referred in the Adi Kavyam, which is Valmiki Ramayanam. The reference about the birth of Kartikeya is even in Valmiki Ramayanam. It is also talked in Mahabharatam. Vyasa also talks in Mahabharatam about the birth of Kartikeya. So that means we can understand definitely this Skanda Puranam, the Skanda Puranam should have been predecessor. Am I right? If you are referring some incident in your own Kapyam, in your own epic, means what? This incident should have happened before this incident. Am I right? Historically, if you are referring something, means definitely something has happened before. That means before Valmiki Ramayana, before the birth of the Rama, Kartikeya's birth has happened. So that is the evidence for us. So you got the understanding here. So you get the point here that Subramania's birth was basically called as, he is called as Skanda. So Skanda means who is a commander-in-chief for the Devas, who can dry the enemy's power. He can dry up the enemy's power. That's why he says, Senanam aham Skanda. I am like a Skanda. I can go and dry these guys. So any enemy who is going to come in front of me, what happens? Easy for me. That's why no enemies can go and have any dash, any type of impact they couldn't do with the Nama. So next Nama is called Skanda Dharaha. Skanda Dharaha. Who supports the Skanda? The supporter of Skanda. That is one of his Vibhuti, we say. Vibhuti means the Leela. Leela. See, Skanda, what is the nature of Skanda? He wants to dry up the enemy's power. Why he has to dry up the enemy's power? He wants to defeat the negative source. So what he wants to establish? He wants to establish the positive one. So Narayana will support that path of positiveness to bring the dharma. So that is why he is called Skandadharaha. Skandadharaha. The next one is called Durya. The next Nama is called Durya. Who is called Durya? Dur means load. Dur means hold. Dur means support. Dur means sustain. So you can see the word Dur as many things. Okay? Dur means support, hold. We also know one of the rishis by name Durvasa. Okay? So Durvasa means always we think he is an angry bird. Right? He is always referred to an angry sage. So now we can also think about he is a supporter of what Vasa? Of the good Vasas. Vasa means what? Vasana. Vasana means thought. The one who gives you always the positive thought. To get the positive, you have to condemn the negative thought. That's why he gets angry. Now you got the meaning of it. See, I have to condemn the negative thought. That only then I have to be very strict with my negative thoughts. Then only I will upbring my positive thoughts. To be very strict with my negative thoughts, I have to be Durvasa. Otherwise, I am not going to happen. Otherwise, I will grow both. I cannot balance because this both will grow. Like you have a tree and the weeds will also grow. The plant is there, the weeds will also grow. What happens? Your plant will not have the strength to grow. You see that? So to upbring your plant, what happens? You have to weed out your weeds. You have to take it out. So durvasa means what? Get rid of. Get rid of. Get rid of means cut it out. Cut it out will be something very strict. That's why he is called durvasa. So what I'm saying is the lead here, what we understand, to hold, to sustain, to support what is called Dhuriya. So he is always there to support. So what is the support Narayana gives to us? Dharma, righteousness. He always supports the righteous. If your thoughts are in the right position, even if you are incapable to do it, Narayana will come to do it. Why? That is what the next Nama says. What he does. Varadaha. He gives you. He gives you that. He gives you the boon to do that. Varadaha. So in Tamil we say Varam. Varam means boon. Varadahastha. Right? When you go to the temple, we say, what do you have? One is called Abhaya Hastam. Another one is called Varadahastam. Abhaya Hastam means showing in the up hand. Varadahastam shows in the down. Downward looking is Varadaha. Right? Why it is downward looking? You have to bend and get it. Abhayam, you have to seek. You see that? So Varam, the Varadaha, the Vara is given when God is at the love and affection, at the plight of his love and affection. He is going to give you. When the Abhaya is there, when you go and surrender him, this is the two differences, what Abhaya and Varada. Right? That's why in one of the Pasuram we say, Nalantarum Sollai Nan Kandu Kondeen Narayana Yenum Nam. That means what? The one word which can give me the great and great and great prosperity to my life. What is that? Narayana. That one Nama can give me anything. Everything will get out because of just uttering one Nama, which is called Narayana. Right? Narayana Shabdamatram Vimukta Dukkha Sukhino Bhavantu. All the sorrows will go. We will study that in the Palasruti. Sangeetya Narayana Sabdamatram Vimukta Dukkha Sukhino Bhavantu. So, and then what you say, even if I have done fault, what is that what you are seeking? Kayena vacha manasendriyarva buddhyatmana va prakrite svava. Karomi yattat sakalam parasmai narayanaya iti samarpayami. I am putting everything to you. See, Sharanagati, Sharanagati, Sharanagati. Understand? The prayer leads to Sharanagati. The prayer says that you surrender to the God. You surrender to that Lord. Without knowing it, we are chanting it. Do it with that bhava, with the surrender. That's why he will grant us what the boon we want. Varadaha. So next nama is called Vayu Vahanaha. We know Lord Narayana, the Vahana for Narayana is what? Garuda. Right? So most of the time, we have even bhajans saying Garuda Vahana Narayana. We also have studied and we have also sung the bhajans which is Garuda Vahana Narayana. There is no reference as Vayu Vahana Narayana. Did we ever sing Vayu Vahana Narayana? No. But Vishnu Sahasranamam says Vayuvahana. Why Vayuvahana? Excellently said in one of the commentaries. The commentary, one of the greatest commentators says, we all know there was one of the greatest story which happened with one of the great elephant called Gajendra Alva. Gajendra. The elephant by name Gajendra. It always gets into the pond. There was a pond there. And the pond, it gets into the pond and it will pluck the lotus. And it will always offer that lotus to whom? To Narayana. Alright? So it will always offer that to the Narayana and then it will come. That is one of the practice what that Gajendra elephant is always doing. The one day when the Gajendra gets into that pond, that is a difficult time, right? So the constraints will always come like that. So there was a crocodile, which is alligator, which caught hold of the legs of the elephant. Nara, the elephant, which is the Gajendra Alva. So now there is a fight between the crocodile and the elephant. The fight between the crocodile and the elephant, as per the legend, it says, and the fight was between them for 1,000 years. We could say mentally sometimes. If we go through a trauma, we will always say it is like something. For one janma, I have suffered all these traumas. Am I right? Sometimes if there is a suffering, what we say? As if I have seen for 100 years of this janma trouble, I am suffering all this. So we'll always cite that. So we can take in that connotation also. We don't need to question the legitimacy of that story or anything, but we will understand. It is a mano dharma, mano type of fight. In Manas, there is a fight between the crocodile and the elephant. Because elephant wants to pull out, crocodile wants to drag it to the water. The fight was going on and on and on. What happened? At last, there is no other choice. Elephant was being dragged by crocodile. There is no movement that it can stop it. All right? It can stop it. So what happens? All of a sudden, elephant cries a lot, right? So cries loudly. What was the name it utters? E Adi Moola Me. That means the one who is the creator of this entire universe. The prime source for the creation of this entire universe. Adi Moola Me. The moment he cries, beautifully commentators says. That is why we have to listen to the commentators' way of listening this. Now, on the Vaikunta, the scene is cut here. Then I'm taking you another scene there. Another scene, project yourself in the Vaikunta. In the Vaikunta, Narayana is sleeping like that, in a reclining position. Am I right? In the serpent bed, where he had a very, very luxuriously, the wealthiest and the richest women pressing his legs. And he is living very comfortably and he is sleeping there in a yoga nidra. He hears the cry of the Gajendra. What happens? Suddenly, even Lakshmi doesn't know where he is, absconded. Suddenly vanished. He suddenly vanished. He didn't even use Garuda to come and land in the pond. He took the Vayu as a Vahana and he came first. Then the Garuda is coming, then the Shanga and Chakras are coming, Gadas are coming, everything coming behind. This person came all the way using the Vayu as a Vahana and he came and crash landed, water landing first. And he killed, the moment he came, he killed directly the crocodile and he took the Gajendra and he put the Gajendra's leg on his lap and he touched it, gave a very good soft touch and said that Gajendra, you are a very good devotee of me. That one word gave the moksham for Gajendra. Now, the reference here is that he used the Vayu as a Vahana. So that's why we say he has used the Vayu Vahana. Beautifully said. This one name, this one unique character, this one quality of coming in the relief on the spot to the devotee. See, on the spot, one single cry from the devotee makes him to come on the spot and help his devotee and get him out of the perils and the danger. And that's why he is called as the Narayana. And that's why this incident was taught in the mind by Vasishta, and he's having this reference in his mind, thinking that by simple cry of a devotee, the Lord will descend to the earth and then do it. The same way the Lord has come to this earth and he has to save this right and he has to protect the dharma. That's why he has come. So his name is should be Ramaha. What is the understanding? He will be very simple, just a simple cry, Rama is here. That's why we say Rama, 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 he's here. Done. And before Rama, who will be here? By saying Rama, who will be always here? First person to be here before Rama, Nama, before Rama comes. It will be Vayu Putra. See here, Vayu Putra will be here. Who is that? Anuman. Yatra Yatra Raghunada Kirtanam. Tatra Tatra Kardavasta Kanchali. The moment I say Athar Rama, he will be sitting here. He will be sitting near to me. He'll be listening. Oh, this guy is talking about my own Guru, Prabhu, Rama. Let me listen. The one person, wherever he is, because he's Chiranjeevi, he is there. And he is ready to listen to that. So he is a Vayuputrasi. That's why he is also a Vahana. He can be considered as one of the person who carries Rama in his mind anytime. Right? So that's why it's called Vayu Vahana. The next one Nama is called Vasudeva. Vasudeva. This is reference to his own father under the Leela of Krishna. Krishna's father's name is Vasudeva. Vasudeva. Right? Vasudeva and Devaki's Putra. So that's where he was born. That's one reference they say. The another understanding is Vasuhu Devaha, Vasudevaha. Vasati Idi Vasaha. What is called Vasati? Vasati means to reside. Vasatihi Idihi Vasudevasadaha. That means what? That one who resides. Sarvatra Vasatihi. Everywhere he resides. He lives everywhere. Omnipresent. Omniscient. You want a proof? Study the Narasimha Avatar. He has proved himself that he is everywhere. You want a proof? Read Bhagavatam. You will understand. You want a proof? Read Vishnu Puranam. That's the belief. Why? Because Puranas and Itigasas are truth written by our rishis. There's no question about it. And who are we to question them? Who are we to question them? So they have been written. So they gives you the strength. So scriptures. Tasmat Vedam Shastra Pramana. For us, only one ruling for us. What is the one ruling what you have? Whatever is written in our scripture, that is the ultimate for us. That is the ultimate reference for us. So they say that. So Vasuhu, that means Vasatihi, he can live everywhere. He lives anywhere. He protects us. Okay? So Vasuhu Devaha, Deva means Lord. So he is one who resides everywhere and he protects us. So that's what is called Vasudeva. Another understanding for us. Another understanding for us. He's like a son who protects us. So that's one of the references given by Sri Shankaracharya. He's like a son who protects us. So there are so many understanding from Vishnu Purana, Udyoga Parva. So many understanding from there we can understand that he is referred as one who is residing everywhere. Sometimes he is like a sun, he is like a planet, he is like a star, he is like a moon, everything. So Vasudeva. In Vaishnava Sampradaya, so this is another point which you have to take into consideration. In Advaita Parampara, in Advaita Sampradaya, for Advaita, for the Advaitis, like us, okay? Who is ultimate for us? Parabrahman is ultimate. Am I right? So we have Purushaha, Brahmaha, Purushaha. And then comes all the Prakriti Leelas and Prakritis and Vikritis and everything. Right? Mahat is there. Then you get all the Manasaha, Manas from Manas gives you the Ankara, from which all the Tanmatras, all these things will come, which is basically your Sankhya Yoga, which has been defined there. Right? Sankhya Yoga talks about it, which is given by Kapilacharya. So what is ultimate there? Parabrahman is ultimate. What is the Parabrahma Swarupam? No Swarupam. What is the Parabrahma Swarupam? No Swarupam. Formless is Parabrahma. Right? So that is what the Advaiti's understanding is. Parabrahman is formless. When it takes a form, it is not Parabrahman still. It takes an avatar. You understand? See, Brahman wants to come into form. Then only it takes you different forms. It can go as a Rama, it can take it as a Krishna, it can come as a Narasimha. So Parabrahma takes into. That's why we say Suddha Brahma Parat Parara. Ramayanam, we say that. Suddha Brahma Parat Pararam. That's what it is. So he is a Brahma, who Brahman, Suddha Brahman. So he comes out as what? Rama. Right? So you understand that. What I am giving you a lead, you can get an idea. So this is as per the Advaiti's understanding, Brahman is the ultimate. Same way in Vaishnava Sampradayam, Paravasudeva is considered to be ultimate. Equate that. Equate to the Brahman. Parabrahman, Paravasudeva. You got it? Parabrahman, Paravasudeva. Equate to that. Paravasudeva, no Rupam. Paravasudeva, no Rupam. Then avatars and all the other avatars and rupas will come. Because you don't see that. The Rupam is not there. Paravasudeva is highest. Then comes with small Rupam. Then one by one. Then we come with the Purusha. Paravasudeva to Purusha. Purusha to avatars. Avatars to Achhavataras. Right? And then it goes with the Vigraha. All those things. These are all the level by which the God from the higher level, he descends down to the earth. So it's a beautiful understanding for us to understand this. So Parabrahman is equal to Paravasudeva. So we can also equate that as Vasudeva. Brahat Bhanuhu, Bruhat means big. Bhanu means sun. Bruhat means huge. Bhanu means rays. So, Koti Surya. That's why we say, right? Koti Surya Sama Tejaswarupa. Koti Surya Sama Tejaswarupa. What does that mean? One sun itself is not bearable for our eye. We can't even see the one sun tomorrow morning when you go, when it says sunny, you go and see the sun. And then tell me you can easily see the sun and come out. One sun itself is very dangerous for us to see. 1,000 suns. Huge suns. How can you see that? The witness is very impossible. So understanding is his huge, enormous body. That's what we want to understand. Bruhat Bhanu. Biggest. Adi Deva, the very first deity. The very first stage. So he is the person who is the first and primordial God. As per Vishnu Purana. So Vishnu comes first. And the Vishnu creates from his Nabhi, who? Brahma. And he gives the Vedas to Brahma. And Brahma, by using the Vedas as the reference, he creates the creation. This is as per Vishnu Purana. And the Brahma creates the creation. And one of the creation from the Brahma is from his Brahma's own tears. Brahma's own tears, which falls on the lotus leaf. And it turns into a child. And it starts roaring. It starts crying. And it starts crying and crying and crying. And then the Vishnu and Brahma sees that, and the Brahma gives, oh, this child is crying and crying and crying. And then he gives the name, okay, I'm going to give you a name because you are crying and you are going to make others also cry. That's why you are going called Rudraha. Reference Vishnu Purana. It's not my own story. Okay? Rudraha idi thrayatihi Rudraha. Ruth means to make cry. Ruth idi thrayatihi idi Rudraha. One who makes you cry. So that's how the three murtis are formed. So it is the base. Who is the base? Vishnu Murti is the base. So that's why we say Akhila Bhuvana Janma Sthapana. Bhakti Leela. He creates, he destroys, he again creates, he sustains it, he plays with it. Everything he does because he is the Adi Karana for that. He is the first cause. That's why he is called Adi Deva. Next Nama is a very, very good, excellent Nama. Most of us will know that. Purandara. It is also a bhajan called Purandara Ranga Hare Vittala. So we call Purandara Ranga. What is the understanding of Purandara? Let us see from the commentators what they think. What is the idea? Purandaraha. They are referring to Tripura. 3 cities which were created by the Asuras. They turned into a city. One is by gold, one is by silver, another one is iron, I think so. If maybe I'm maybe bronze, iron or something, by 3 cities were being done by 3 Asuras. Tripura, right? Tripura. And who destroyed it? Lord Shiva destroyed it. That's why he is called Tripurantaka. Right? Tripurari Shiva Shankara. Correct? Tripura. And his wife is called Tripura Sundari. That is the reference. Tripura Sundari. One who destroyed the Tripura, his wife. So Tripura Sundari. Why we are saying that? That claim is basically destroying the 3 cities. Now that is what they are referring here, because they are referring that the Vishnu's energy helped the Shiva to destroy it. That is the understanding what they want to take it up. Right? So destroyer of the 3 cities. The other way that we can also see that is destroying means what they destroy? Destroy the Adi Daivika causes. The sorrows, the sins what we have. The displeasures what we have. The feeling, the negativity what we have. Right? Who is the person who can destroy it? That's why he is called Purandara. Right? Purandara. So there was one person by one Mahan whose name is called Purandara Dasa. He has written beautiful songs about Panduranga. Right? See, the name Pandu means what? Pandu means supposed to be white. Pandu means white. Panduranga means he should be white in color. But when you go and see the statue, it is black in color. It should be white in color. Why is it black in color? Someone told he is the person, he is a Panduranga. He observes the sin and sorrows and displeasures of the devotees. That's why he has become black. He has taken all the sins and the displeasures of sorrows of every devotees out there. And that's what happens. Whenever you go in front of the Panduranga and you say Panduranga, 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 what happens? He receives, he takes what he is taking. He is not asking anything. With the devotion you surrender, he takes all your sorrows. So by observing everything, he has become black. So that's why he is called Panduranga, with the black color. So that means what? One who takes out all the sorrows, Adi Daivaka Khas. So one he is called as destroyer of suffering. One who helps you to transcend. One who helps you to transcend. So he is also considered to be Purandara. So these are all some of the understanding from beautiful word which is called Purandara. Purandara. Here I love one of the quote given by Swami Chinmayananda. Beautifully said. He gives you in a different connotation. He says, there are 3 cities, right? So we see 3 cities. There are 3 cities for the Asuras. He says 3 cities are basically the 3 states of consciousness. Waking, dreaming, and sleeping. Waking, dreaming, sleeping. So one who helps you to cross the 3 stages of the consciousness and get into transcendental level of consciousness, which is called as Turiya, which is considered to be who is called as Purandara. One who takes you out the 3 consciousness level, takes you to the transcendental level, make you understand what is transcendence, gives you the experience of the transcendence. He is called as Purandara. Beautifully said, beautifully said. So, excellent understanding from the different commentators. Puraha means body, external. Dharaha means one who can, dharatihi, one who helps you to cross it. Puraha means your body, one who helps you to cross the body. That means what? He helps you to get out of your own body. That means he helps you to go for moksham, which is called Purandara. So these are beautiful understanding from the word which is Purandara. What does these names signify? We are talking about the Parabrahma Swarupam of Vishnu Deva. So by all these namas, we can understand we are talking about Parabrahma Swarupam, especially the Paravasudeva Swarupam. So the name when we strike from the Vasudeva, from there we are talking about the Parabrahma Swarupam of the Vishnu, Narayana. So these are all not the namas given by you and me. These are all not the namas which have been collected here and there, either and either, to just put them into this Vishnu Sahasranama as something which you can blabber. No, these are all the namas chanted by, experienced by Maharishis, different people, which has been collected by Vedavyasa through the mouth of Bhishmacharya, which has been given to Yudhishthira, who is called Dharma. ऋषिर्नाम सहस्रस्य वेदव्यासो महामुनि नाम सहस्रम दिव्याना ऋषिभिः परिगीतिः. So it has been recited by different rishis. These namas have been chanted by them. These namas have shown their vibration to them. They have seen, experienced these vibrations. So one particular nama can help you to transcend. These 100 namas of this Vishnu Sahasranama, you can take one single nama and do japam. Helps you to cross, helps you to achieve. That's why this is a very, very, very powerful namas which are given by Veda Vyasa to us. So, with that note, to all our salutations to Maharishi Veda Vyasa, let us conclude here with our conclusion slogan Hari Om Kayena Vaja Manasendriyarva Buddhyatmanabha Prakate Swabhavat Karomi Yatyat Sakalam Parasmai Narayanayeji Samarpayami Yadaksharapada Matra Hinam Tuyad Bhavet Tapsharvam Shamyadadheva Narayana Namostute Vashargabindhu Matrani Padabhadhaksharani Cha Unani Chatirikta Chamashya Purushottama Nyadat Sharanam Nasti Tvameva Charanam Mama Tasmat Karunyabhavena Raksha Raksha Janardana Harihi Om Tat Satvasti Prajabhya Paripalayantam Nyayena Marghena Mahim Mahisham Ko Brahmanebhya Subhamastu Nityam Samasta Lokaha Sukino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukino Bhavantu Samasta Lokaha Sukino Bhavantu Sarvam Yidi Ramakrishnaarpanamastu Chidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj ki jai.